What's up guys, and in this video I'm going to do something I've never really done before. Actually, I've never done it before, and this is a revisited video. And I'm going to be doing a revisited video on the Samsung Galaxy Tab 8-inch model. It's third generation. I actually have it right here, and I use it every video to look at notes, and that's just one of the pretty good many reasons that I use this tablet for. So let's get started. So I've owned this tablet for about a year and a half now, and a lot has happened actually in that year and a half in regards to the tablet, with speed changes and just things that changed and my opinions on this tablet. So I'm trying not to go too much into detail. Actually, I wrote that before I went into details. So this is actually going to be pretty detailed of a review. So I'm going to treat this kind of like a review. On the front of the tablet, you'll see it looks pretty modern still, even though it's a year and a half old. Actually, it's almost 2 years old, so it looks pretty modern still. The top holds the light and proximity sensors, the Samsung logo, and then the front-facing camera, which is a 1.3 megapixel camera, and that's honestly not that great. And here's a test clip to actually look at the front-facing camera for yourself. And I wasn't joking when I kind of said the camera on the front wasn't that good. This is the front-facing camera on the Galaxy Tab 3 8.1-inch. This is the front camera. Like I said, it's not good at adjusting. There's Robert, and so there's the screen. It's not good at adjusting at all. I mean, neither is any tablet really is not that good at their camera, so they really should focus a lot on the front-facing camera versus the back. And they don't really focus on cameras at all, which isn't a bad thing because nobody wants to take pictures with a huge tablet. Not saying that you do, but maybe the front-facing camera should be a little bit better than the back because tablets most of the time are used for video calling if you want to. So yeah, this is natural. This is not natural light. This is obviously artificial. It's nighttime out. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like when there's no natural light. Then you have the 8-inch screen. It's 800 by 1280 or 1280 by 800 if you want to look at it in landscape, with a 189 ppi pixel density. Then you have the classic Samsung home button and the two capacitor buttons. The one on the left's menu, the one on the right's back button. I believe the new devices, the left one, instead of a menu, it's multitasking, which is the equivalent of, on the later devices, of just holding and basically seeing all of your apps. So instead of just doing that, you'll have the, you click that and then it goes to that, what I just showed you. Moving on to the sides of the actual device, the left side has the micro SD card slot, and that's it. On the bottom, there's the two speakers, the stereo speakers, and the charger port. On the right is the power button, two volume rockers, and the microphone, along with the IR blaster. And then on the top is only the headphone jack, the 3.5mm headphone jack, nothing else. Moving on to the back, you have the rear camera, which is a 5 megapixel camera, and it records in 720p at 30 FPS. Moving on to the specs, this isn't really the best specs, obviously, just because this is almost a 2-year-old device. So they're going to be a little outdated, and that's fine. I'm not saying that's anything bad, but just recognize that these might not be the best specs. But here they are. They utilize a Samsung Exynos 4 dual-core processor. I don't know if I said that right. Sorry if I didn't. And for the GPU, it's an ARM Mali 400, and I apologize again if I said that wrong. This tablet also has 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. So is the device speedy? Well, somewhat. It depends on what you're doing, and I definitely noticed over the years that it's slowed down a little bit. It's not the best for gaming. I know I said in my review that this is awesome for gaming. It was probably because it was fast at that time and I was playing light games. I tried playing GTA 3 in here. It wasn't that bad. Maybe I'll have some overlay of that. Hopefully I'll film that after this. And also, if you're multitasking between a few light apps, it actually won't perform that bad. Definitely though, animations can be quite jerky even if you're not multitasking between any apps, just even if it's clean, any animations really, if you're opening an app, closing an app, whatever animation you display, sometimes they'll be a little bit stuttery. It should be a little bit more of a better experience. I don't know if that's because of TouchWiz, it could be just because this device is getting slow, That could be as well, it could be both. There's many different factors. And battery life is actually really good in my case. Because I don't use this all the time, it'll last me about 2 days, sometimes even 3 days. Like I said, because this is my primary device, is my computer. I use that all the time instead of, the tablet. And if you're curious about the capacity, it's a 4,450 milliamp hour battery. Now, originally, when this tablet first came out, it ran Android 4.2.2. So software updates have been out to enable this device to go to 4.4.2 KitKat. Now, personally, I put Nova Launcher on it. That's just an app you can get on the Play Store. It's pretty simple to do. All you have to do is install it, set your default home screen, and that's it. Under the camera, like I said, the back, it's not that good. It's 720p, and I'll have a test shot right here. The video I took was in portraits, and this is in landscape on the back camera. So this is what it looks like. This is artificial light, like I said. It's not that great. It's not as good as a phone, because nobody wants to, look like they're taking pictures on a tablet. So now that's where I say that the front-facing camera should be better than the back, and I still stand by that today. And here's what I look like in the back camera. So yeah. It just gives you an idea of how the two compare. So yep, here you go. It's a tablet camera, and I don't expect it to be the best camera, like comparable to a smartphone, because the smartphone most of the time you have on you. If you're out and about, don't want to carry a camera, go ahead and take a picture with your smartphone. Now with tablets, don't do that. Don't take pictures with your tablet like this. That's one thing you shouldn't do. And that's a good thing that these cameras aren't the greatest, because that just encourages people to take pictures with their tablets. Now the front-facing camera, I keep saying this should be the best camera on a tablet. And I still agree with that, because if you're video calling, this doesn't look as bad when you're video calling at home or even out and about at Starbucks or some video chatting. Doesn't look as bad as this. I'm trying to take a picture. I'm going to go ahead and do some benchmarks. First, we're going to do Geekbench. And there's my scores. Single core is 436, multi-core score is 789. And yeah, there's some specs here if you want to see, or the results here if you want to see them. Scores, different information on that. Here's stuff too about the different things that I did. So there's everything, and then you can go into single core individually. Compared to other things, obviously, the Samsung Galaxy S5 does a lot better, and Motorola Moto G does terrible. But mine definitely is at the bottom. So, compared to the Samsung Galaxy S3, everything above that's basically better. For the multi-core score, 79, Galaxy 5, way better. Mine doesn't, actually mine's above the Galaxy Nexus, right below the Nexus 7, so you get a good idea on how this compares to other devices. Yeah, so that's basically it. Now my favorite features, honestly, is just the companionship. It's a really good tablet for me, and especially because I don't rely on it every day. I don't rely my life on this. Like, it's not my main device to go to. And it really is just a bigger version of my phone. If I want to grab my phone for something, look something up really quick, or whatever I'm doing, like reading a script to YouTube, the tablet's good for that. So why am I doing a revisited? Well, I think I rushed a bit on my review when I actually originally put this review out. I said everything was really good and you should definitely get this tablet if you're in the market for a tablet. And that's what I tended to do back then. I didn't really think about, what you're going to do with it, what I'm going to do with it. Of course, that's changed now. I'm completely honest with my reviews now. I seriously am. Now, if you rely on your tablet heavily as your main device, I would say not to get this. If you're a big gamer on mobile platforms like a tablet, don't get it. If you like really high pixel densities, then don't get it. If you want a secondary device to aid you in life, watch a couple of YouTube videos a day, then go ahead and get this. If you don't mind having a lower pixel density display, and you don't mind occasional stutter between animations, and that's about it. And at this point, if you don't mind getting a used tablet, then I would say go ahead and go for the Galaxy Tab 3 8-inch model, or 7-inch model, or 10-inch model, whatever you want. If you want a brand new device and you want a little bit better, it's a little bit better. and go with the Tab 4. If you want way better, Tab Pro, Tab S, I think it's called. Then go ahead and get those tablets. There's plenty of tablets on the market. Or don't even get a Samsung tablet if you want. If you want pure Android, there's plenty of tablets on the market. If you want iOS, go with an iPad. I would say not to do that, but go ahead and if you want to. Alright, let me know how I did on this video. If you liked it, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. And if you disliked it, tell me why in the comments down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. What is up, guys? And in this video, I'm going to be giving you a recap on the Samsung Unpacked event this 2000.